Hey guys, Janelle here from janellemma.com. I want to talk to you today about providing value to others. Now, a lot of us get told all the time, provide value to other people and it will help your business grow, or provide value to other people and you will attract people to you because they will see you as someone with credibility and someone of influence and that sort of thing. So we go about doing that. We try and attract people to us, but then we think there's a lot of people that ask, what do you mean by providing value? How do you actually provide value? You know, what is the be all and end all of that? Or what are the strategies for that so it can happen quickly and so you can, you know, help provide value to other people in a big way? So I want to go into that with you today. And, you know, you've got to look at the fact that if you help enough people get what they want, you will also then get what you want. And that's a Zig Ziglar saying. He always says, you know, the more you help other people, the more you provide value to other people, the more it'll come back to you. That's that law of attraction. And that's that, you know, where you get, whatever you give, you then get back in return tenfold, you know. So this is why providing value is such a paramount thing for our business. And especially if we want to attract people to us, because you're not going to attract anyone if you're not giving them something, you know, out to them that they can use. Why would they be attracted to you if you're not actually providing something that they need, that's filling a void that they have? You know, some people have, you know, a problem with certain strategies, or they may be struggling with their network marketing business and how to grow that, or they may have struggles with how to build a team and that sort of thing. So if you're providing value to those people on their struggles and on how you can help them with that, then of course they're going to start to see you as someone that knows what they're talking about, someone of influence and someone with credibility that they want to keep following. And over time that will attract them to you even more, and you will get more followers out of that. And in the end, that can turn into business relationships. And that's what we're after. You know, we want to be attracting the type of people that we can do that with and create really strong relationships and strong business relationships as well. So don't ever stop educating yourself. That's what I want to say first and foremost. The more you educate yourself, the more you then can share that education, whatever it is, the knowledge that you're learning through, it could be through a book or it could be through a webinar or something that you're learning that from. But whatever you're learning, you can then teach to other people. And this is where Ray Higdon's ILT comes into it. Invest, learn, and teach. So what you're doing is you're investing some time or money of yours into, say, a course that you're doing, or a coaching program, or some sort of webinar or training online, or a free conference that you go to, or some sort of event that you pay for. And what you're doing is you're investing in your time and maybe your money into that. And then the L means you're learning. So you're learning something from that. So invest and learn. When you're learning something from that, if you can take buckets and buckets of notes and then you can have that for yourself, what do you think you can do with that? Those notes become what it is that you train other people on. So invest, learn, and teach. You want to teach those people what it is that you've learned at this seminar, or what it is that you learned at that conference, or what it is that you're learning on a weekly basis from your own team trainings or your company's events and stuff like that. So, you know, that's the biggest power you can have, is to not only invest your time into something you're learning, but then go and teach that. And the more we teach things, the more it sinks into our own head as well, you know, and that you don't ever want to stop educating yourself and growing yourself in that way, because the more you know, the more you can teach other people. And that's it. That's the whole point of providing value to others, to attract people to you. You don't want your knowledge that you're learning about this industry to be just locked up in your own mind. It's wasted knowledge. You know, you're not really doing anything with it. And, you know, we get taught a lot of this stuff from Bob Proctor and from Ray Higdon and from those high-end speakers, you know, the coaches and speakers that are out there that always say there's no point going and learning anything if you don't want to then implement that and teach it to other people. So the more you do that and the more you get into that habit of doing that, then the more you're going to have people come to you and say, I loved what you taught me the other day. I'm getting results from that. What else is it that you can teach me or that I can learn from you? And that's where the credibility starts. That's where your influence will start to grow. And that's what you want. In this industry, you want influence. You want credibility. And you want people to respect you for what it is that you're putting out there to your niche. So of course, the more you learn for yourself, the more you teach that to other people, the more you're going to get back from that yourself. So I think that's really powerful, and it's something that we can be doing every single, consistently. Make it something that's consistent, that you not only learn something new every week, but you then go and teach that to other people as well. And that's the whole purpose of this attraction marketing. The other thing I wanted to say there is, if you're looking at providing value to others and you want to do more of that, you first have to ask yourself these sorts of questions. So, you don't just go and learn something and teach it if it's not really congruent with your niche, or it's not really something that they're having pains and struggles with. You want to find out what it is they're struggling with, and what it is that you can help them with in a big way. So just ask yourself questions like these. Even write them down. What am I offering that will solve other people's problems? Are my daily actions making a difference to other people? Have a think about that for yourself, and find out, how your actions may be able, change your actions a bit and make a bit more of a difference to other people, and how you can help them in a bigger way. The other one is, why should people come to me or notice me? So, if you're trying to create yourself as someone of influence or credibility, and you're teaching other people things, have a think about something that you might be able to teach them that other people aren't. Or have a think about, they may gel more with your personality than they do with someone who's a 7-figure earner that they're watching on YouTube. So, really think about that, and what it is that you can personalize this for yourself, and then use your own personality and your own quirky sides and bubbly sides and all that sort of stuff to teach it to people that may be attracted to that, those like-minded people. We want those like-minded people to come to us, because they're the ones that we connect with the most, and have the easiest way to make connections, and then maybe have those connections turn into business connections as well. So that's very powerful in itself. The more authentic you are, and the more congruent with your niche and what it is that their needs are, the more that this will come back to you in a big way. Now, providing value, you're not only solving problems for them, but you need people to understand that you are trying to solve a problem. You don't want them to think you're just trying to sell them or pitch them on something. So when you're using attraction marketing, and you're using those attraction marketing methods, or you're on, say, Facebook, and you're using attraction marketing posts, don't always make them about your products or your company and your comp plan and that sort of thing, because people are just going to see, until they know you well enough, they're just going to see that as a pitch or a sale if you're doing too much of that. That's why we say to add that in, here, there, and everywhere, but don't do it every single day, three times a day or something like that, because you're just looking like a pitcher, and you're just looking like someone who's trying to spam your products onto people. So when you're providing value, not only do you want to provide value on the benefits of what your products or company can do for people, but provide value on the problems they are having within the industry, and have solutions for those problems. Find out what those solutions are. Make yourself someone who wants to find out those solutions, and then teach that to people. Now, how do you think you teach that? You can teach that in a blog post. If you have your own website, you have your own blog going, you can teach that in a blog post and then put it out there to the marketplace. You could teach it in a Facebook Live video like I'm doing here. And of course, you can teach it in posts. Like I said on my last video, if you've been doing a training for the last 3 months and you've been getting great results from that, put it into a post and show a picture of you with that training, or something that's going to entice people, and say, this training has been helping me grow X amount in the last 3 months. Would you like this free training as well? It's helping me massively for my business. So, think about that for yourself, and how that value, the value you can provide to other people can really help them out. And it does create you as someone who's more of an influence, someone who's more credible. And the more you can do that, the more you have people noticing you and watching you. And they may not watch you on the outside, they may not tell you they're watching you, but they are watching you behind the scenes. And I just had someone that said she's been watching me for over 18 months. And I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, I didn't even know that she was watching me, and we've never really connected. So it's so gratifying when you can have that sort of stuff happen, and you see that you are actually making a difference to other people, or helping them out in some way without even knowing it, until they actually come to you and say, I actually want to learn more from you now. And that's the best part about it, because you can help them. If you've got those tools and resources to help them out, there's nothing better than being able to help them out even more, to help them grow their business even further. So I absolutely love that. The other thing you want to do here is this is going into next level. So obviously you can do, you know, Facebook Live videos, you can do posts on Facebook, you can do blog posts or emails and that sort of stuff to people to provide value to them, which will then help you create your credibility. But if you want to teach content in an even bigger way, or you want to step it up a bit for yourself, there's some things here, some dot points here I want to give you. So the first one is to identify your niche and your target market. Obviously that's first and foremost. You need to find out who they are so you can then help them with their struggles. And then determine what they want. So what do they struggle with, or what are they wanting to learn to grow their business? So find out, you know, once you've worked out what your target market or your niche is, find out what their struggling is. Find out what it is they want, or they're enjoying, that they want more of, you know, that sort of thing, and provide more value on that. The other thing is decide how to find these people online or offline. So you don't have to do attraction marketing purely online, but it does work better that way. But if you're an offline marketer and you want to do it that way, obviously you can find these people offline and do the same sort of value for them offline by providing value to them in a certain way. The other thing is provide value to them with information they're looking for. So you may see people that are putting posts out there saying, I'm really struggling with this, or who knows how to do this, you know, and if you see that post, go and do some research of your own and then teach that in like a Facebook Live, or teach it in a post, or put it into a blog post and then send it to them on email and say, hey, I noticed the other day you were struggling with this and I've just done a blog post on that. Here's some information if you'd like to learn more. And that's really powerful. If you can do that, you can do, you know, blog posts on that, or a private message to them to say that you have information on that already. You've leveraged yourself already. If you've done that sort of stuff in a blog post or even on a Facebook Live video that you've then put onto YouTube, you've leveraged yourself because the information is already there. You just have to click send and send that information to them, and you've solved their problem without having to talk 10 million times about the same thing to 15 million people. You know what I mean? So the more you leverage yourself, the better it is for yourself. So make those videos, or make those posts, or make yourself some sort of an article. I know on LinkedIn you can even make yourself these articles that go out to people, and that's really powerful as well. If you don't want to do a website or a blog, you can do these articles on LinkedIn, and they can be like your own little journal that you have on LinkedIn that people can learn from. So that's really powerful as well. The other one here is capture their email address with an opt-in if you have something that's free value. So this is where you're stepping it up a bit more. And you know, if you've got a website or you've got some sort of a lead capture page that you use, and behind that is value, free value, that free value, you want to capture their email, because not only can you then give them that free value, that free content, that time that they're asking for it, but if you've got them on email and you're building your list on your email, you can then be providing other valuable information to them within that niche and that market that they're, you know, where they're looking for information like that, and you can be providing that to them on email. So that's very powerful as well, because you now have an email list that you can send out all of your information to, and that you can help those people on email, which may be completely different to the type of people you're dealing with on Facebook or on social media. So having that email list is really powerful. So stepping it up with like a capture page or a lead page, and then, you know, they have to put their name and email address in before they get that free content from you, the free resource, whatever that may be, the free download. Then of course you have their email address, so you can then provide more value to them, and they will again start to see you as someone of influence and credibility. The other one obviously is to follow up with your email list. So obviously you want to be following up with them. If you have, you know, captured their email, you want to follow up with them on email, say twice a week, or some people do it every day. They send out valuable information to their email list every single day. I like to do it twice a week. I don't like to spam too much, and I find that if I get emails every single day, it annoys me, so I won't do that to other people. But providing that value once or twice a week, I have people that just follow me purely on email, and they'll reply to my email sometimes and say, thanks so much for that, it was great value, I learned a lot from it this week, because I put my blog posts into an email so they can read those. So you're leveraging yourself in so many different ways if you can do that. And the last one there is to let your email list know of different offers that you have coming up. So once you start to build that credibility with an email list and they start to see you as someone they could trust, someone who's of influence, you can then send them offers. Hey, I've got a special offer going this month for this product, or I have a special meeting coming up on a Zoom meeting. I would love for you to get on so you can learn more about what it is that I do, you know, things like that. Or it might be some sort of a coaching program that you have that you've charged for, you know, and it's maybe like $97 or something, and you can provide that to your email list, and some of them will actually buy that because they're on your email list, because they've been trusting you, they see you as someone of influence who's providing value to them. They will buy your stuff, you know, over time. Once you've got to grow that email list and grow that trust first, but this is all that next level stuff with how to provide value to your target market and how to provide value to attract people to you. So I hope that was of value to you guys. Please like or comment this if it was of value to you. I'd love to know your comments as to what you think about attraction marketing and how to provide value with that. Or even if you're wanting to learn more about capture pages and lead pages and how you can set those up for yourself to start creating an email list which is different to your social media. Obviously, I can give you some more information on that as well. So please reach out to me if that's something you would like to look at. And I'll see you all on the next video. See ya.